Customer transaction. First of all, what is customer transaction? It is a funds transfer originated or received by a member on behalf of its customer. Effect of a single customer transaction. First is the marketing and promotions, inventory management, sales analysis, credit card payments, customer database, warehouse, and recording merchandise.
Why IT in retail? First, efficient stocking of merchandise. Efficient stocking procedures are vital to ensuring merchandise is available for customer purchase. Second, collection of data. Retail collection of data consists of capturing, storing, and reporting on data about the state and performance of retail stores at a certain point in time and over time. Third, efficiency in operations. Efficient retail operations are essential to creating an input and output balance. Having this in mind, retailers need to identify the main difficulties, thus reduce risk, increase profit, and provide a great customer experience. Lastly, helps communication. Communication is a key component of business, especially in the retail sphere. Excellent internal and external communication in retail will have a positive effect on both customer and employee.
Factors affecting the use of IT. First is the scale and scope of operations, wherein the use of IT is being limited on what is the scope and scale of business operations. Second is the financial resources available. IT is only limited on how much the company can provide and use to continue the use of information technology. Next is the nature of business. IT will depend on what the business is offering and to whom, as well as in what industry does it belong to. Last is the HR availability. Human resource is one of the most important resources in the business, and it greatly affects the use of IT because manpower is the one that will utilize the information.
Now let's proceed to the application of IT. First is Electronic Data Interchange or EDI. Second, Database Management, Data Warehousing, Data Mining. Third, Radio Frequency Identification or RFID. Next is Transaction Processing System or TPS. Decision Support System or DSS. Followed by Enterprise Resource Planning or ERP. Intranet and Internet, and lastly, e-commerce or e-training.
The basic supply chain. Typically, the supply chain begins with the suppliers. These are the businesses that provide raw materials. The generic supply chain then proceeds with the sourcing and extraction of raw materials from the suppliers. The raw materials are then taken to a packaging warehouse to fully deliver it to the manufacturer of a certain product. The materials are taken to a manufacturer or probably to various manufacturers that refine and process them into a finished product that transports it to the manufacturer warehouse. Afterward, it goes to a distributor that wholesales the finished product, which is next delivered to a retailer warehouse, also called the physical flow. The retailer then sells the product in a store to consumers. Once the consumer buys it, this completes the cycle. It's the demand that then goes back and drives the production of more raw materials, and the cycle continues. The financial affairs moves along with the process of the basic supply chain.
Let's proceed to framework for analyzing issues in SCM. First level is the strategic, customer service. Next is the structural level, the channel design and network strategy. Third is the functional level, warehouse design and operations, transportation management and materials management. And lastly, the implementation level, information systems, policies and procedures, facilities and equipment, and organization and change management.
Kill a brand, keep a customer. Customer service is a task, other than proactive selling, that involves interactions with customers in person or by telecommunication, mail, or automated process. It is designed, performed, and communicated with two goals in mind: the operational production and the customer satisfaction. Customer service focuses on measurement of how well a firm meets the established performance standards that are viewed as important for meeting customer needs. Customer satisfaction is how the customers measure externally the service performance of a firm.
Retail mix like product, price, place, promotion can be duplicated or copied by competitors. The total experience, image of the store, ambience, music, and level of service offered that the customer gets in the store stay unique. Here's what you should do. Identify the key customers and listen and respond to them. Define superior service and establish a service strategy. Set standards and measure performance. Select, train, and empower employees to work for the customer. Lastly, recognize and reward accomplishments.
This is the model measuring gaps in service. The first gap is the gap between the provider on his or her perceptions of customers' expectations. This is what customers really want: word-of-mouth communication, personal needs, and past experience. The next gap is the translation of perceptions into service quality that leads to the gap between the perceptions and the actual service that people deliver. For the final gap, the gap between what you say to create in the mind of the customers and what's the gap between on what they expect and what they perceive to the service.
Customer Relationship Management (CRM) is a technology for managing all your company's relationships and interaction with customers and potential customers. This improves business relationships. A CRM systems helps companies stay connected to customers, streamline processes, and improve profitability. CRM systems start by collecting a customer's website, email, telephone, social media data, and more across multiple sources and channels. It may also automatically pull in other information such as the recent news about the company's activity, and it can store personal details such as a client's personal preferences and communications. The CRM tool organizes this information to give you a complete record of individuals and companies.
How CRM benefits retailers. The customer needs the right product choice, access, support, individual treatment, and value. CRM benefits customers by enabling tailored range of products, consistent experience, enhanced customer service, a balanced relationship, and also a customer-defined value. CRM benefits retailers by providing a more enhanced process and experience to the retailer's customers.
Customer segmentation is an effective tool for business to closely align their strategy, tactics, and better target their customers. Every customer is different and every customer's journey, so a single approach after all isn't going to work. This is where customer segmentation becomes a valuable process. Let's begin with understanding exactly what customer segmentation is. What is customer segmentation? Customer segmentation is the process by which you divide your customers based on common characteristics such as demographics or behaviors, so you can market to those customers more effectively. This customer segmentation groups can also be used to begin discussion of building a marketing persona. This is because customer segmentation is typically used to inform a brand's messaging, positioning, and to improve how a business sells. So marketing personas need to be closely aligned to those customer segments in order to be effective.